Long time no see.
Hi.
How are you doing? It's like we haven't seen everyone in
Less than 12 hours.
10 hours. Oh my God.
Last time we did this
Really?
was last year's Summer Games Fest.
Yeah, it's been a while since we did this much content
Yeah.
and did all this stuff. Okay. That happens. Oh, welcome to CouchCapades. There's the button. Hopefully that's not as loud this time because I lowered the sound of that.
Yay!
Yeah, it's been 10 hours. How's everyone doing? How are we feeling post Switch 2 announcement? How pissed are we that everything is really, really kind of expensive?
I mean, it sucks.
It does suck. It's
Honestly.
kind of crazy. Betsy, anniversary stream is going to be at 1 o'clock Central Time. So 2 o'clock Eastern, 12 o'clock Mountain, 11 o'clock
Pacific.
West Coast, Best Coast.
Wow.
And I can say that because I was on the West Coast. We were both on the West Coast last week.
We were.
It was kind of crazy, dogs. But first, how's everyone doing? How has your weeks been since it's technically been 2 weeks since we've actually been on the couch hanging out because
It's been a little bit.
we were gone last week to
Yeah.
Vegas. That's fine, Betsy. I don't know how. So I do know how the stream's gonna go in the sense of like I'm kind of planning it out in my head. I just got to put it to paper. But I can tell you right now, the best of 10 years anniversary, or the best of 10 years video is about an hour and 15 minutes long. Ooh, going to a con? Hell yeah, I go to the con. You 100% need to do that. Rose is entering passwords and
Rose is failing. Rose is failing hardcore. So let me try this a different way.
so yeah. Hey, okay, so what con are you going to go to, Betsy? I want to know that. Well,
Tell us about
tell us about this con that you could possibly be going to, which is freaking awesome.
Getting there.
Oh, you're fine. Don't take your time. We're good, boo-boo. We're 100% good. We're just here chilling, hanging out, doing the damn thing. Zero, how are you? I see you.
How you doing?
I'm trying to not crunch my mint into the mic.
It's so
And
hard
very, very
because
hard.
it's so satisfying.
Yeah, these mints are so freaking satisfying, so I'm kind of like, I'm going to back off real fast.
They're so satisfying to crunch. It's the little icebreaker mints.
There we go. There we go. Yeah, icebreaker mints, and they feel so good to just crunch in the mouth.
They really do. It's a good mouthfeel. I figured it out.
You figured it out, yay!
I just had to go a different way than I was going.
Oh, okay, yeah. Whichever one you want to be on, Zero Emo Treco
Oh yeah.
is on Twitch
Oh.
on the side.
Trico.
Trico, thank you.
Trico.
But yeah, whichever one you're more comfortable with,
Yeah.
YouTube or Twitch, you do the damn thing.
Wherever you're happy.
Wherever you're happy.
As long as you're comfy, we're good.
Hey, Bookie, summertime. Also, it only a maybe right now. It's a 1-day con called Wicked Comic Con in Boston. Okay. All depends on how my mom and I feel because we're hosting Easter and the con is the day before Easter. So wait.
Yes?
Easter is the day before the stream?
Easter is on a Sunday.
I didn't know Easter was...
Easter is always on a Sunday.
I know Easter's always on a Sunday, but I didn't know Easter was on April 20th.
Is it? I don't know.
I don't know.
So that would mean the stream is the day after Easter, is the day before Easter.
Yeah.
Not Easter is the day before the stream.
Is that what I said?
That's how my brain took it.
I was like, I don't know if I said it that way, but if your brain took it, we're going to trust your brain. I don't know if that's a good idea or a bad idea. But,
When
Bookie,
is Easter?
don't worry about the spam. I swear to God, I just got on TikTok and I was like, oh my God.
Sunday, April 20. Oh, you also got me. I got like 40 notifications. Bookie has liked the same video that you posted. Bookie has reposted the same. video that you posted, and I'm just there like, it's not my fault that we have good taste, okay?
I did not. Yeah, that freaks me out sometimes when I repost something and
Yeah.
someone likes it and then comments, and I'm like, I don't know who the shit you are. Who are you?
Yeah.
Who are you people?
Yeah.
I don't understand. Danny, what's up? Praise Jeebus 420. Easter's on 420.
You said that in the most. I love how you literally said that whole comment backwards.
I did. That's how the brain works.
Oh,
I'm not going to say what I
wow.
was going to say. Never mind. I don't want to upset anyone.
Oh no. This is never good.
Oh, shit.
Proud of you, John. So proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I feel good about myself. I've done a lot, and I'm tired. I'm so tired.
Look, Danny, I don't know if you know this, but somebody here made it into the highlight reel for the con that he went to. I don't know if you saw it.
Funny enough, when she saw it first, I didn't see it because my back was turned to the screen. And all of a sudden, everyone on the team's like, John! I'm like, what? What'd I do? I don't know what I did. And then it was like, oh, you were on screen. I was like, oh, that's cool.
And then kept on going
I
with
just kept on
life.
going with life.
Yeah, just made me laugh.
Yes, TikTok is a bit notification app. I agree.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens on Saturday because that's when TikTok gets banned again here in the U.S. So if you're on Blue Sky, go follow CouchCapades on Blue Sky.
Oh, God,
and I think
please.
there's Skylight. I think I started posting a little bit. It's Blue Sky's TikTok alternative.
Huh.
The AT protocol.
Skylight.
Skylight. It's okay.
No. I'm judging purely just the name.
Skylight. Yeah, I think it's called Skylight. Hold on.
No, that's perfectly fine.
Yeah,
It's just
be
a bad
judgy,
name.
Judy. Skylight. Yep, it's called Skylight.
It's just not a great name.
Just-
That's
yeah.
all. It's okay. It's okay. I'm just being judgy.
Be judgy.
I'm just in a mood today. I don't know. Maybe I didn't talk to enough people today. Maybe I talked to too many people today.
But Skylight. I don't like it. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, I had a meeting towards the end of the day with our new teammate who's been with the company for 2 years, but now he's our teammate.
Oh,
And
really?
he's in Colorado.
Oh, that's cool. Colorado.
Yeah,
Like,
Denver.
Denver,
Yeah.
huh? Danny, we going to Denver, dog? I'm down.
We
I'm
going
about to buy
next
one
year?
of those tickets.
It's okay. I almost asked him, hey, what's the weather like in May?
What's the weather like? Tell me about the weather.
Apparently here in March, they still get snow.
Oh, shit, really?
And I'm just like, oh, that makes more sense why it's in
It's going to be in May now.
May.
It's going to be May. So, new Spuddy Buddy, hello, welcome
How
to the
you
stream.
doing?
Well, just hang out. Yes, we are going to review Vegas. That's what I'm down for. I'm just want to go for the
What,
lulz.
being paparazzi?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I did, because I got harassed because I was taking pictures. I didn't get the picture I wanted.
Okay, so Danny, was it more than just the one
It was just the one.
that I was next to him
You
for?
were next to me in the car with me when I
Yeah.
took that. It was just one picture. That was it.
It was creepy though.
There was one other picture.
He literally almost rolled down the window to yell at you guys.
Yeah, I thought the picture would be a lot funnier
Yeah.
and less creepy, but it turned out it was more creepy.
It's more creepy.
There's only one.
It's always more creepy.
There was one picture I wanted to get and I couldn't get, and it was from our buddy Jason, who's Scottish,
Yes.
and he was walking around in a kilt at this.
Oh yeah, I never got to see him in a kilt.
Yeah, and I saw him one time, and I was like, I got it, and it was a slow motion, and he sat down, and I was like, you son of a bitch. And I just kind of sat there at lunch watching him. It was creepy. That was probably creepy too.
John was a creeper the whole week, apparently.
I was like, what's gonna happen? No? Is he gonna get up? No?
No,
No?
he doesn't
Okay.
want to. Doesn't want to.
Just drive by creeper. It was. I didn't expect that to happen. I just look over and I saw you. That's the only reason I noticed. I saw Danny's
Yeah.
dress and I was like, I see them. This picture must happen.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, Zero, the multi-streaming concept is insane. Trying to balance everything out. Hopefully our system is holding strong. Hopefully the
We
network
can only hope.
Hopefully the network that we have at this house is holding out strong.
Yeah. If it doesn't, then it's probably still better than the Nintendo Switch Direct.
That's true. I was watching Kind of Funny do
John
it.
was so upset
I was upset he's
by Twitch.
I'm sorry, Twitch.
It was hilarious.
You need to get your
He's
ads
there
straight.
trying to switch back to YouTube with like 2 minutes left. And I'm just like, just stay here.
No, I don't want to see those ads. Speaking of which, why don't you subscribe?
I don't even know if we have ads like that on Twitch.
I think we do, but I don't think we get
Probably.
anything out of it. If we
No.
do, then it's like
No.
pennies on the dollar.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mobile.
you're on
Oh,
mobile. Oh,
no.
yeah. That
No,
that
best
one's,
of luck.
That one's a little bit
Just
different.
like, best of luck
Yeah.
there, man.
That one is, yeah. We're gonna. Well, I'll give you that pass because they both suck. To be honest with you, both of them really, really suck.
Danny, it's the earrings. They're very large and they're easy to spot.
So, we got Betsy going to a con. Everyone's
Uh-huh.
chilling. Still ramifications from Switch 2 and how much their cartridges or their games are going to cost.
We heard that you were going to, but how was the experience?
Yeah, you said that you and Jason's wife were going to do that. Did you do it?
Also, was it bungee jumping or zip lining? I don't remember. Because my boss was asking, and I was just there like, no, of course I didn't do that.
Yeah,
That's all them.
that's terrifying. That's terrifying.
You had a blast? Nice. Hope we can go to this con. Hopefully so, Betsy.
Yeah, that'd be cool, Betsy.
I'm with you, though. That's a lot to do on one weekend. Especially when you don't normally do very much.
So,
We have so much going on this month, and I'm just like, why? Why is it this month?
yeah, this month sucks. In the sense of,
Yeah.
like, unless 30 days, these 30 days is going to be kind of insane between. We were in Vegas
Yeah.
last week.
Uh-huh.
We're going up to Oklahoma this weekend.
Yeah.
We have a week off probably, which is going to be so much, like, crunch for us.
Yes, and it might not be off.
And it might not be off. And then
There might be a family birthday to celebrate.
might
We
be a
don't know.
family birthday to celebrate. And then my sister's getting married
The week after
the week
that.
after that.
Yep.
So if the 10-year anniversary stream goes off with minimal hitches, and I'm talking about this house burns down, is the
Oh, God.
quintessential
Yeah.
top mark of hitch.
I mean, that being said, my coworkers are all very tired of hearing about this wedding. They can't wait for it to be done. Apparently, I talk about it too much, and I'm just like, guys, it's what drives my life right now.
Yeah, it kind of is.
And it's much easier to talk about that than, oh, yeah, we're celebrating 10 years of making content.
Start saying 10 years of making content. Who cares? We've been doing this. We're old. This is fun. We do this shit. It was an initial jump, but the rest of it was of the descent was a zip line. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
still a no. I'm glad you had fun, though. That's awesome.
More arcane cosplayers. That'd be cool. Hell yeah, Betsy.
Yeah.
Honestly, more excited about Mario Kart World and Age of Imprisonment than anything else.
Yeah. Age of Imprisonment looks good. That's the...
The Musa.
Oh, never mind. Not that one. The FromSoft.
Oh, the
Something born...
Bloods. Dusk Bloods.
Dust Blood.
I think it's called the Dusk Bloods. So, yes, 10 years. Oh my gosh. I don't know how my body's gonna hold out. I'm gonna be
John
honest
is
with
doing
you.
so much, guys.
I don't know how my body's gonna hold out
like,
doing this.
if we don't get a ton of people going, this is so good,
I
then
will
I think
cry.
that John's going to literally cry and quit content.
I will throw myself
So,
out of a window.
I need you guys to tell John how good of a job that he's done. Like, I'm doing okay. I'm not doing as much as John.
All I can tell you guys so far is that there is a hour and 15-minute video of the best of CouchCapades. That's the only thing I am open and telling everyone right now that you're going to
Yeah.
see.
But there's a lot more going on.
And I am so tired.
And it's one of those, I'm going to be jumping in here soon to help with some of the background stuff. But yeah. I don't know how long this stream is going to be.
I don't either.
It might be 5 or 6 hours.
It
like,
could,
I don't know.
really be 5 or 6 hours. Bookie, I think we started streaming in 2017.
Was it 2 years in or was it 4 years in?
It was 2 years in because so this is how I remember it.
So about 8 years.
We oh my god, because I know I started the school district 2016, but I distinctly remember starting streaming when I went to the high school, and that was in 2017.
Okay.
So I think we started truly streaming at 2017.
Okay.
And so we've been doing that. We're doing that since there. So Bookie, I would.
And Bookie was early.
I would venture to say you were 2017 or early 2018.
Yeah. Bookie, do you remember? Was it Dream Daddy? I feel like that was one of the early games.
That was supposed to come out on your birthday, and it got pushed back a week.
Yeah.
Hell, I can look real fast. When did Dream Daddy come out?
We didn't stream it right away.
No, but I think we streamed it.
But it was one of the first games that we streamed.
Yeah. When did Dream Daddy come out? July 20th, 2017. So yeah, we probably streamed that. So it was
probably there in 2017.
Yeah, the fall of 2017 is when we probably started streaming that. So I will say Danny knows a little bit more than most everyone else because we were at dinners. So Danny knows a little bit more than most people. She is sworn to secrecy.
Danny was not listening to you.
Yeah,
she doesn't remember.
So, but yeah, I appreciate it. It'll be a lot of fun. I promise. We're pulling some stuff back out of the vaults. We're doing a lot of fun things. So
it'll be good.
It'll be good. I will cry in a corner once it's all done because I'm like, oh my God, I cannot believe we pulled this all off.
Yeah.
And there's so much shit we still have to do.
Yes.
But in the meantime, then or no, there you go.
I'm sorry,
that's
what,
true.
Danny?
It was loud.
It was.
Let's talk about. Can we talk about Vegas? Can we talk about Vegas? We don't go on vacation. And here,
it's been so long.
Let us tell you how long we've not gone on vacation. It's been 15, almost 16 years, and it was our honeymoon.
That's the last time that you and I were in charge of it, and it was officially a vacation.
Yeah.
There was also the time that we went to see your family in
Kentucky,
Louisville.
Yeah.
Like that happened a few times, and I would call that
you
vacation.
still consider that a vacation? Okay, so
maybe I'm the only one.
No.
Jeez.
No, it's more just.
This was like the second time that it was just you and me.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
And you and I were in charge of planning everything.
Yes.
Because there was also the time that we went to
Taos
and the Carolinas.
Yeah.
So but both of those trips, there were other people around us that we knew.
We knew. Yeah, this is the first time we
traveling with or two friends.
Yeah.
So.
And I did have fun, but I just it's in my mind because I can subcompartmentalize a lot of things. Going to see family while it is a vacation is a completely different vacation than the one that you have to plan yourself. That's how I see it. That's all. That's all.
Apparently, I'm the only one that considers family still a vacation.
Nope. Sure don't. I end up having to do shit, so I don't consider it a vacation. I don't get to laze around. I always end up having to do something. So I consider it a vacation because I'm not here at the house or wherever we're living, but it's also a different style of vacation where we stayed at a hotel and did all this stuff and had a good time with that one. I guess I should flip over because we brought slides, everyone. How many people actually bring slides to a stream? And we're going to talk about all this stuff. It's this one. And you're on the right side this time. I made sure of that before I got on stream.
Yeah, we didn't know. No overlays for this one.
Rose decided to go nuts and make
I wanted to make a
photo book. So we're going to do this. Mercenary, what's up?
How you doing?
Hotel, no invite to the pool. How rude. You know what? I didn't want to go to that pool.
No, we didn't go to the pool. Just finished the Paper Mario 1000 Year Drill. I saw your comments.
Violet!
How you doing, Violet?
Hello. Dropping in and say hello. So yes, Rose, we took a lot of pictures. We had a lot of fun.
I think between the two of us, we had over 400 pictures, and I boiled it down to a 40-page photo book that includes the front and the back, though. So
had my floaties ready and everything.
Oh, mercenary. But yeah, I did this in Canva. So
not a sponsor, but fun. Canva, hit us up,
please. That would be so cool.
That was one of the better conferences I went to. Was with Canva. So yeah, we actually got to see
Las Vegas.
We got to see the fabulous Las Vegas sign,
which is not anywhere on the Strip, and I was not expecting that.
Yeah. Yeah, it was learning about Vegas was fascinating,
Yeah.
but I think what got me the most was the fact that these two bitches, these hotels, these casinos, looked like
Are
they were
right next
5
to each
minutes
other.
walk. And it was 45 minutes, and Nathan Drake himself couldn't get out of this.
Yep. Yep. Oh yeah, mercenary, you like that? I did that on purpose. The crown is almost on your head.
Crown is almost on my head, yeah.
Almost.
Yeah, the Fabulous Vegas sign technically is not on the strip.
Yeah, it's like just south of it.
Yeah, I'm wearing the same shirt.
Oh yeah, it happens. But yeah, it's south of the strip, like not really connected to it.
Mhm.
And it was just like, if we had not taken the bus tour to the Hoover Dam, I don't know that we would have seen it.
No, probably not. Like it's just kind of the only way we would have saw it is if we went to the Pinball Hall of Fame, which is like right over.
Yeah.
Right where the guy behind me is taking a picture. I think it's like right there.
It's like over here?
Yeah, I think it's right there. But
sure,
it was one of those things like it's so tiny.
Like, yeah. And it's just like on a strip in between, in the middle of the road.
Like if you're not looking for it, it kind of blends in like a McDonald's sign.
Yeah.
It's very odd.
It's so small.
Oh yeah, and Violet.
And it's awfully placed.
The walk we did.
Hold on.
Okay.
I just liked this shot.
Yeah.
Okay, there's
flying on a plane.
Yeah. First time on a plane in years.
Yeah.
First 3 days. 21 miles.
Yeah, we walked a lot.
Yeah.
We made let's say what we did. We sort of made a mistake because the hotel we were going to stay at, we got an 11 a.m. check-in. You usually check in at 3. Well, the hotel decided that they didn't have our room, and Rose and I had to scramble to get a different room a week before we flew out. So we found one, thankfully, but their check-in wasn't until 3. Rose and I landed in Vegas at 8:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
So we had 6.5 hours to blow.
Yeah.
So we left our bags with the bellhop, and we just started walking.
It's okay. Stop there because we will get to it.
Okay.
Please let go.
No. I'm still scared.
The other thing that's funny is this picture was actually taken our last night there, but I put it at the beginning of the book.
Yeah, it was a great picture. I love that picture. Good food.
So there's that. So yeah, we set out walking. We came out on the strip right across from New York, and we saw so many things.
Tricon.
How you doing?
Hello.
But yeah, there's this building that has a Coca-Cola bottle in front of it. We forgot to go in that building.
We did actually.
We did go in it, or we did forget?
We did forget. I think we were close.
It was really close to the M&M museum or store.
Oh, that's
Don't
right.
go to the M&M
Don't
store,
go to
guys.
the M&M store.
It
Jesus
smells
Christ.
awful.
Giant conch bottle. It's a big conch.
And then this down here is the Excalibur.
Yeah. Vegas does look like New York when you're walking into New York.
Mm-hmm.
One of the cooler inside
really
of the
cool.
hotels.
That one, and once I kind of adjusted to it, I really liked the Paris as well.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, like we got out of, or we walked into New York, and like walked through the casino there, and like ended up at the Aria, which is like the hotel just north of that, or
we
like
didn't go into the
away.
New York. We stayed on the side. Remember?
Oh, that's right.
We stayed
that's
outside
right. We
because
were outside.
it was 9 o'clock in the morning, and there was no one walking in Vegas at 9 o'clock in the morning, and it was like 70 degrees, and it was beautiful weather, and we just walked, and you could see a sign to the Aria where my conference was.
Yeah. But that sign was so much further north.
So much further north and closer. I was scared.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, like we just kind of wandered around Vegas.
No, actually.
Woozy, I love how you're jumping back and forth between the two. It's fine. Vegas was a little bit warmer than here, but also much less humid.
Yeah, that's probably the better way to put it, because it was about the same, little warmer, but the humidity there was
non-existent.
Yeah,
it was 0% humidity, which was nice but also strange.
Yeah, it was weird. Like That's the first time I've experienced that.
Yeah.
I liked it. I didn't have any issues with it. That was one of the few times I was like, man, well, no, I take
My
that back.
skin didn't love it.
So, yeah, your skin is a lot drier than mine.
Yeah.
Not trying to call you out. I'm very moist.
I'm already.
I'm a very moist boy.
Sure. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Continue.
You know what? Maybe I should just let you talk about it.
No, talk about the Bellagio. This was cool. I liked this.
But yeah, we were wandering through the Bellagio, and I knew that they had this conservatory set up, and I kind of knew about the theme and everything, but I had no idea where it was. So like we were walking through the Bellagio, and we saw this, and I was just like, "This is on my list."
We
So we stopped.
We hit a lot of Rose's list in that first day.
Oh, so much!
It was kind of insane.
It was amazing.
That's what you get for walking 11 miles in one day.
The first day was like 9 or 10.
Oh, it was. What
Yeah.
wasn't it?
But yeah, just had all kinds of flowers all over the place. I really liked that the roof on this section was skylights. That was just nice. But yeah, both of us took tons of pictures here.
Tafiti? No.
Tafiti.
Tafiti. That was the cool. I like that the best.
Tafiti. Yeah.
I thought that was actually really
this
badass.
was so cool. And honestly, I wanted to find a bigger spot for it, but like over here, it cropped it wrong.
Yeah.
So it's over here. And we have the bees because they were cute.
We're bees.
Yes. But yeah, just like hummingbirds, all kinds of stuff all over the place. It was really cool. Then we came out of the Bellagio, and the Paris is right across from it. And like this is almost as far north as we walked.
Yeah.
We ended up a little bit further north a few times, but this was the furthest north that we could get. But yeah, the decor was accurate with that Vegas plastic feeling.
There's a lot of smoke.
Oh,
If you can't stand cigarette smoke,
or weed.
or just a massive amount of secondhand high, then don't go to Vegas. It was everywhere.
Yeah. I kind of had a tolerance built up from the last 10 years of teaching.
It was crazy. Did we go to Treasure Island?
No.
Is Treasure Island still around?
Yes.
It is?
That was one of the stops on the tour bus.
That's right. It
But-
was. We didn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
I also had a couple of people ask if we took the bus up the strip, and I was just there like, no.
No, that.
I even forgot that was an option.
Yeah, that would have been cool. No.
Mm-mm. But yeah, like we went up the Eiffel Tower there at the Paris, and we'll get to that. We also stopped for lunch. John being the slut for deviled eggs.
Hi, I'm John. I'm a slut for deviled eggs.
They had caviar topped deviled eggs.
It was delicious.
It was really good.
Absolutely one of the best deviled eggs I've ever had in my life, and that's including the place that we have here in Dallas where it is nothing but deviled eggs. That's what they make.
Yeah.
And that's the
We
first
need
time.
to go to their full-on restaurant, though.
Yes. First time I had caviar. It's delicious.
Yeah. Then John had a croque madame, which is a hot ham and cheese with bechamel sauce. It's a white sauce and an egg on top. I think this
Bechamel.
was this a poached egg?
Yeah, it was a poached egg.
Yeah. And then I had down here a little warm chicken with brie.
Warmed. It was warmed chicken.
And I was just like, okay.
The weather's horrible in southeast Pennsylvania right now. Oh, no.
Oof, I believe it.
Stay safe, Sarah.
Please.
We need you to.
But yeah, once we got up the Eiffel Tower, we found out that John has a slight fear of heights.
Well, explain that real fast.
So I didn't put one of the pictures in here. But the elevator up the Eiffel Tower is awful.
It is. Well, first off, I was going to say, did you know you can go to the very top of the Eiffel Tower in Vegas?
We did not know.
We did not know until we were walking around the Hotel Vegas and we're like, hey, what's this? And like, oh, yeah, you can go up there. We just had.
And I was just there like, you know what? I've been up the real one. I should probably do this.
Yeah.
We didn't expect how much it would be.
We'll talk about price at the end of this. We're gonna Nintendo you guys.
That being said, I wasn't too upset at the result.
Sure, that's fine.
Like, I had fun up there.
Yeah, I did.
But yeah, so they had this grate all the way around. But they had these little squares in the grate that you could take pictures through. And so I'm sitting there, my clumsy self, holding my phone out of the little squares so that I could get these pictures that you guys are seeing. And John just about had a conniption fit. He shuddered and like had to look away, and he was not very happy with me. But I love the pictures that I got. This one was actually John's picture. So it wasn't just me.
Yeah, I tried. It still freaked me the shit out, all right? I didn't know I had this weird fear of heights. Like,
Yeah.
I was fine, and then... But it literally going up this elevator was like going up an elevator from
was
Bloodborne.
bad.
Like, it was so terrible.
It felt like it was open.
Like, I didn't feel like we were safe.
Yeah.
Like, once we stepped on and homeboy was like, all right, we're going up, and I saw the door shut, but they didn't shut all the way, and you can see a hole in the very bottom, I was like, this is how Father Gascon gets me. This is how I die. Like, straight up, and like it's open on all sides. Like, not open, but there's glass
on all sides of this elevator.
On this very weirdly shaped triangle. It's not a triangle of truth. It's just a weird shaped triangle, and it scared the shit out of me.
That's fair.
And then like
That's fair.
the grating at the very top was like the old. It was 100% the grating that was on the train we worked on, where we'd open the gates. That was exactly what it was like. It was just metal grating, and I don't know why. Between that and, as Rose put it, the clumsy self she is going, I'm gonna take pictures, and like
I wasn't doing that. I was holding my phone very securely. I was being as cautious as I could be, sir.
I was just like, and it freaks me out. I'll be honest, like I just like it wasn't that fun. Like, my mind, obviously, we're going like she's sticking her hand out. I'm like, sweet Jesus Christ, don't do that.
No,
But she wasn't. It was like leaning over just a little bit, and I was like, oh my god, oh my god.
I was as cautious as I could be.
It's like tripping over a pink bearskin rug all of a sudden.
Oh my god. You'll find out about that. Yes, the New York still has the roller coaster.
They do. And it was actually really cool. We got to see it at night. That was the last night we went to.
Betsy. This guy has a name.
It's Orby.
His name is Orby.
That is Orby. And you respect Orby.
So sad that we did not get shirts.
Yeah, we should. Actually, they emailed me.
Oh, did they?
And they're like, hey, you want some merch?
Oh.
So we can order some merch.
Sweet.
So we can do that.
We might need to do that.
No worries, Steven. Happy birthday to your brother.
Oh, and then this was really cool. So, again, at the top of the Eiffel Tower,
Rose is just sticking her head out, just Tom Cruise style.
That's not what happened.
It's freaking me the shit out, and I'm like,
that's not at all what happened. My head wouldn't even fit through the tiny little hole. ORBI.
Orby with an I.
So they had, the floor was solid. The floor was very solid, except for these little tiny slits. Nobody is going to fall through. A baby is not going to fall through these little slits.
It was very tiny.
It is like as wide as the hole on my camera, or for my camera.
Yeah.
So the person there at the top was just like, hey, if you take your camera and put it down on the ground, right in one of these slits, you can get a picture like this. So just straight down from the Eiffel Tower with the Eiffel Tower in the shot.
One of the cooler shots. I'll admit to that. I'm glad I did that too.
Yeah.
That didn't freak me out as much as the
No,
grating.
we couldn't see it.
Yeah. Well,
But yeah, and this is the replica of the Paris Opera House. I don't think I told you. I'm just saying.
Rose is very excited about her photos.
I was very excited. Here's the hotel we stayed in. So, nice bed. The bathroom was pretty solid, and they had a little kitchenette for us.
The kitchen saved our ass.
Oh, so much.
So much.
Saved us so much money, too.
Oh, my God.
But yeah, there was a little sitting area over here on the other side of the bed. Like a little couch, a chair, and like a little table with a couple chairs.
Yeah, it was fun. It was nice.
Yeah.
Great view, too.
Yeah.
Actually, I think you're going to see it here in a minute.
In a little bit, yeah. And then the next day we got up and went to the Hoover Dam.
That was cool, too.
Yeah. This was really cool. You got a great deal in your hotel. Much better digs than we got.
Oh, my God.
Oh. And plus, it was less than half the price.
Which bounced out my freaking Uber and Lyft bill.
So much. like there's so much that we got
that we got
for
to do
saving
without,
that money because
Woozy.
ugh,
Wait, hold on. I didn't get that. Keep on talking. I'll
this
go get
is the damn tour. So we went on a damn tour. We got on the damn bus and took the damn tour. We went through and it was just really cool. Yeah, the Hoover Dam. Damn.
that. I bought some damn water.
Yeah.
Like literally, it says.
Oh, Danny, next year Airbnb.
Oh yeah, I'm getting an Airbnb, Danny. I'll be honest with you.
Split a house.
It literally says Hoover Dam. I know it's kind of hard to see, but yeah, this is
his damn bottle.
This is my damn bottle that I got my damn water from.
Yeah.
And it's fantastic.
And like it's really you can't really see it on camera, but it does have a sketch of the Hoover Dam.
Yeah, the Hoover Dam was actually one of my favorite places.
I think it was
probably.
my favorite thing that we did.
Yeah.
So this one I actually was another TikTok find. I found a comedy bus tour, and it was absolutely worth it.
Yeah.
Like
this was.
We didn't have to rent a car. We didn't have to try and plan everything. Like they drove us there. They walked us through everything. Like we drove through the town where all of the workers on the dam stayed. Like the little town that they built.
Yeah.
Told us about
Boulder
the town.
City.
Boulder City.
Called
Thank
Boulder
you.
City.
They told us about that, some of the flora and fauna around there, pointed out that yes, this is in fact a desert.
It was crazy.
And just like some of the building facts. We went down inside the Hoover Dam. They took us to lunch, and then they dropped us off back at the Strip, although we did not stay at the Strip.
Yeah, we didn't. We
didn't get
jumped
off at the Strip.
else.
Yeah.
There was a clown motel. Oh
no, we didn't.
No,
we didn't go to.
We didn't go to the clown motel. I think we saw it though. Like
Maybe.
when we might have saw
we
it
might have.
on the drop off of this. We might have
Yeah,
saw.
I was just there like, nah.
That would have been funny though. That would have been great.
Ugh, no. Hoover Dam bus tour.
Yep.
So yeah, this is right in the middle of the Hoover Dam. It's really cool. I'll talk about that here in a second. But yeah, this picture was taken from the dam.
Yes.
It's the dam picture.
That's the damn picture.
Here's the dam bridge.
Yep.
It's the Memorial Bridge. One side is in Nevada, the other side is in Arizona. This is actually the Nevada side.
Yep. Oops.
Well, it worked. Don't ask questions. This bunker was built during World War II?
Yeah, World War II. It's one of the only ground to air like bunkers left in the United States. Like if something happened and like an aerial attack happened to the Hoover Dam, that would be the place that you would protect it from.
Right.
So that was actually pretty cool.
Yeah. Then I just liked this picture. But yeah. Oh, and then down here is where the Autobots are held.
Our tour guide actually said that too.
Yeah. On the bus and in the dam.
And in the dam, yeah. It was actually really cool that it's like I'm probably making up the number, like 200, 300 feet down.
Yeah.
And there's like 2 armed guards at that.
Oh, no. There's, that was inside the dam, and he was talking, that wasn't Autobots. That was a safe room.
Oh, no, there's a safe room, but there's also down there at the bottom of that. Our tour guide was like, "Oh yeah, there's 2 armed guards at the bottom of this section as well, where they're holding on to the auto or the Decepticons."
Oh, that's what it was.
And then there's also the safe room. Yeah, there are 2 different places that are just fully armed at all times, which was crazy.
Although that was the guy on the bus. The guy in the dam was just like, "Guys, you already saw in the movie. They left. They're not there anymore." So conflicting stories. Believe what you want. I did ask if Superman destroyed the dam, if it was hard to rebuild from that, and you'll find out more about that later.
That's damn cool. The damn puns were great. I really enjoy a good damn pun.
Always love the damn puns. So yeah, we're in 2 different states right here. So John is in Nevada, I'm in Arizona. Because of when we were there, we were not in 2 different time zones.
Yeah. That would have been cool to be in 2 different time zones, but
Arizona does not do daylight savings, so they're on Pacific time right now.
Yep.
So That was sad.
More pictures of the dam. It was
Yeah.
actually very cool to go do.
Yeah.
I was very impressed with this.
And then instead of stopping somewhere along the strip, we rode the bus all the way back up to Fremont Street, which this is the old Las Vegas. This is 15 minutes north of the strip.
Yeah, it was weird. It's very weird.
Yeah, like the strip is not technically in Vegas.
No, it's in Paradise.
Yes.
It's in Paradise, Nevada, and this is actually Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Straight up, this place was cooler. I'm going to say it.
Yeah.
The strip was fine. Fremont Street was
Was
so much more
weirder.
cool.
So weird.
It was
Loved
very
it.
weird, but it was very cool.
I'm very sad that we didn't take more pictures here.
Yeah.
I could have filled up 2 to 3 pages with just that, but we just didn't have enough pictures.
Yeah, there's an LED screen
Yeah.
at the
And you
very
can
top.
see it right there
And they just
and over
change
here.
it. And it's one of the cooler things just to watch the shows that they're doing, whether it's they had some planes fly by, there were clouds.
Yeah.
It was just actually very, very fun.
It was also nice because it was shade.
Yeah. And then that was the only hotel I actually gambled in. Was
Yes. The
the,
Golden Nugget?
no.
No.
Oh crap.
I got
Golden
such
Gate.
a
It was the Golden Gate.
I got such a bad picture.
Yeah.
But again, it's what we had.
Did we see the light up cowboy sign? Actually, yeah, we did.
Did we?
Yeah, it was actually
Okay.
here on Fremont Street.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We did not make it to the Neon Museum.
Yeah, we didn't make it to the Neon Museum, but we did
Which-
see the
That's something that I would want to do if we ever go again.
yeah. But yeah, we saw the cowboy sign that with the cowboy that does this. Yeah, we saw if it wasn't the main
forgot
version,
about
it
that.
was this one, and I saw him, and I was hoping like he would move, but he wasn't moving when we went to Fremont Street.
Oh,
So yeah, I thought that was cool.
that's just sad.
Life-changing food, ladies and gentlemen, NBs. Life-changing food. El Jefe. One of the greatest hot dogs I've ever had in my life.
So good. If you are ever in Vegas, get an Uber or Lyft or whatever and go to El Jefe.
This place was great,
So good.
and it was cheap.
It was normal price.
It was normal price compared to how much you spend in Vegas.
So this was a turkey dog wrapped in bacon with like taco toppings on top. Like John had birria and cheese. I had like onions and grilled onions and just it was so good. I had some horchata. John had some charo beans back here. This is Jamaica. It's so good.
It was good. This was the second best place I ate at Vegas.
Fair.
The second best
Fair.
place. The steal the French fries. The French fries were
Oh,
delicious too.
They were good.
And they cook with good oil because they're all kind of messed up. That's how you know you're cooking with clean, good oil. They're not all perfect French McDonald's fries.
So tell us how we ended up at El Jefe, which is not on the strip, and it's not anywhere that any tourist would normally go.
All right, long story short, we went to a video game store. I wanted to buy a couple of video games. I like going to different stores.
That was not happening.
That didn't happen. They didn't have anything there. I was very, very sad. Along the way, I was always looking for this this food truck. It's an Indian taco place. It's fry bread. Look up Indian fry bread, and you just put taco meat and stuff on top of it. That's what I wanted. I never found out where they actually were, so I literally randomly guessed at one section one address that's end
But
up
they
being
were
at
multiple times.
So we took an Uber from this video game store to this address, which I kid you not is in a suburb of Vegas.
Yeah.
We don't know where we're at. And it got awkward because we got out of the car and we were trying to figure out like if we wanted to go, hey, Uber guy, can you take us somewhere else? But I was
Yeah.
like, you know what? Let's get out. The Uber guy was like, hey, there's a Hawaiian place across the street.
If you want
If
to
you wanna
cross
go-
the street and go there.
eat. And we're like, all right, that's fine. So we got out, we walked around, and
Yeah, we walked around to see if the food truck was maybe just somewhere else in
Somewhere
the
else.
parking lot.
so we circled around this building, and I just kind of turned around and I was like, hey, there's this place called El Jefe.
Hot dogs and tacos.
And that's pretty much what sealed it. I'm like, yeah, let's go.
I mean, we looked it up real fast and we were both just like, yeah, we can eat here.
We met the owner.
Yeah.
Owner talked our ear
Oh,
off.
God. He's such a good guy.
He was a great guy, and he was just telling us everything, like the whole story of El Jefe. And he's like,
Yeah.
how'd you guys find us? And I was like, we just walked in, dog. Here we are.
They've only been open like 6 months.
Yeah, so it was one of those mom and pop off
Yeah.
the beaten path, exactly what I like
It
to
was
eat.
so good.
And it was so good. It was
oh, it was
100%
delicious.
worth it.
Yes. But yes, caramelized onions on hot dogs
Yes.
was so good. And then that night,
We said F it.
we got back to our hotel room and we were just like, okay, we're not doing anything else. John started looking up prices for the Sphere because we knew that we wanted to go the next day. And then he realized we could make it for like $100 less.
It was like 40, about
50.
60. I would say $50 to $60 less if we went that night. And I was like, dog, let's go.
Let's just do it.
And
let's
it
just
was,
go.
so yeah, we went to the Sphere
Yeah.
and we saw Orby.
Yeah. I was very sad that I couldn't get a picture of Orby from this close, but it just didn't move to that.
Yeah. It was insane.
Yeah. I had more fun in the lobby than watching the actual presentation.
Yeah, we went to Postcards from Earth.
Yeah.
And it was...
It was fine.
Yeah, it was fine. Let's I'll be a little nerd right now. It was Darren Aronofsky directed it.
Yeah.
It was gorgeous. It was a lot of fun to watch. Only see it once.
Yeah.
You don't need to see it more than once because it pretty much goes, yeah, we're killing the Earth and we need to do something about it.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, that sucks. And you're right.
Yeah.
We really are. But it had the kind of
like,
the 40 seats, but they kind of sucked. And I was telling everyone else who asked me, like, did you go to the Sphere? I was like, yeah, I did. I've been to like middle school and high school gymnasiums that had more comfortable seats than this thing for the amount of money that you spend to go get a ticket, which is
insane.
You guys need to plan out. I was like, oh my God, I'm so glad we kind of did.
But this was legitimately one of those, okay, this is a bucket list. We need to go. Let's just go.
Those robots were talking to us and they were answering our question.
These robots were so cool.
I was inundated with so much AI on this trip. It wasn't even funny.
Yeah. But yeah, like one of the robots was standing in front of like this bank of speakers and they were like shotgun speakers, I guess.
I'll call them shotgun speakers. That's the best way for me to put it.
Each speaker was playing something different, and in front of the speakers they had like these 4 different spotlights. And at one point they had each speaker speaking in a different language, and depending on which spotlight you were standing in, you heard a different language.
But you didn't hear anything else.
Yeah. And then they did the same thing with music, and each speaker was playing a different instrument.
62 was the final day, Danny.
And that was just 3 sessions?
3 sessions. I wish I did it. Remember to do it on the first day because that first presentation would have been 62 in the first like 20 minutes.
Yeah. And then after the Sphere, we walked through another hotel, out the front of it, down the strip, across another hotel.
That's the one that had the gondolas. That's where we walked out.
Yeah, the Venetian.
The Venetian, yeah. We walked out of the Venetian.
We walked out of the Venetian. We walked across Caesar's Palace, got to the Bellagio, and that's when we finally got to see the Bellagio fountains at night.
Yes.
That was worth it.
That is 100% worth it.
This is a free thing. They play every 15 minutes after dark. During the day, it's like every 30 minutes.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like 15 minutes and it's like a 5-minute show.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I would suggest people check that out, especially since it's free.
Yeah. You just have to get to it. Oh yeah, and then the next day we went to Area 15, the opposite of Area 51.
I'm really noticing we did a lot. No wonder I'm tired as balls right now.
Yeah. So Area 15 is this really cool little section there in Vegas. They had so many different things to do. John found a package ticket that got us tickets to like Meow Wolf and the John Wick experience. You can see the car down here, and you'll see more pictures here in a minute. And one other thing that we'll get to. I had to include the picture of the mysterious objects of ritual because it's my stapler.
Especially we didn't buy that thing. I wish we did.
We didn't want to stand in line.
That's true. I didn't want to.
We were done with the crowds by
and
we were not going to buy anything else from Meow.
That drove me up a wall.
Yeah. We were there on a Monday.
Yeah, it was Monday morning.
And there were so many kids. I'm just there like, go to school.
Yeah,
go to school,
get an
child.
Education. So I came here on a Monday. The hell out of here.
I was just like, there's a reason we're not here on the weekend.
Where
go
are
to
your
school.
parents?
They were right next to them.
Where's CPS?
Encouraging them to like go over
Grubby
there
little hands.
and turn around and let's take a picture. Keep your spawn at home, guys. This little guy was super cute, though. He was out front of Area 1.
51.
15.
15, yeah.
15. But yeah, it's a little
Teacher gets mad at kids during first vacation in years. Damn right, kids. Sit down. Stop touching it. I'm an adult. I've hit a point where I completely understand now a lot of like places like I saw at Disney or Universal.
Yeah.
Like, I'll pay extra money if you give me like 4 hours without kids.
Oh, God.
I would 100% do that. And then I
Like
get pissed off at the Disney adults or
Oh.
Universal adults, and I'll be like,
And I don't
Shut
know which would be worse.
I don't either. I can push the kid out of the way. I don't care about that.
But the Disney adults will shove you out of the
They'll
way.
go grab the sword and the stone and try and stab me.
But yeah, this guy was super cute. He's this little alien laying on his back, and he looked like one of the turbines from the Hoover Dam.
And you know, Zara, you're right. It could have been a field trip.
It could have been.
There might have.
It
been
was not.
There might have been a field trip.
It was not. They did not have matching clothes. They did not have chaperones. There was no buddy system. These were families. Trust me, I know the difference.
Rosa's very upsetty spaghetti.
Look, it's Omega Mart. But if you take out the O and the M, it's just Mega Art.
It was cool.
Yeah.
I wish there weren't so many people. But
there
it
were
was
just so many people.
It was very, very cool to go through. This is
Yeah.
their second Meow Wolf.
Yeah. Meow Wolf is definitely worth going to.
Yeah.
There were just a lot of kids at this one.
So many
So-
kids.
At the next one that we go to, we need to look up when is the best time to go.
Late at night.
Might be. I don't know, man.
Got our emergency clams.
Yes.
Some more pictures of
That
Meow
just
Wolf.
made me laugh.
Yeah.
And then this was some of the best coffee that we had
Yeah.
in Vegas.
Which is really funny because it's this coffee.
Oh, that one's not as good.
No, it's not.
This is the other thing that we did. Was the second thing that we did at Area 15. John saw the poster, Rolling Stone presents Amplified, the immersive rock experience.
So-
He read the description to me that it was going to be an experience talking about the history, fashion, and music of rock and roll.
So here, let's
John
start.
turns to me 40 minutes in.
Hold on, shut up. Stop. We got to explain this a little bit. Why John makes content is because John sees the world in a completely different lens than everyone else. I don't remember seeing this poster.
Sure.
I remember reading the description and thinking that this is going to be a Rolling Stones, the band Rolling Stones, like tribute or just kind of the work and art of the Rolling Stones. I'm like, that's cool. That seems like something fun to do. I work in the music industry. I think that's probably a cool thing to do for me. Little do I know, and I'll explain it. We get there. We get our tickets. I was like, hey, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, it was part of the pack that we bought.
We get there, and we're waiting in line, and I start seeing Rolling Stone top 50 artists,
He's
top 50
reading
bands,
this
top
to
50
me.
songs. I'm reading this to Rose, and I'm like,
And he
that's
knows
cool.
that Rolling Stone is a magazine.
Is a magazine, one of the most prolific magazines in the world. And I'm just like, that's cool. I take a picture. I'd send it to Rose. Maybe I did. I got a picture of one of the Beatles' freaking guitars.
Yeah, I wanted to get it in here. I just couldn't figure out a plot.
And like my mind doesn't fully connect because I was like, all right, there's all this stuff. No. Let me fully explain.
Sorry.
Let me fully explain. I thought they were gonna do like this week or like this month was the Rolling Stones. I was like, oh, the Beatles. Oh, and then I see like they were talking about Aretha Franklin and stuff like that. I was like, okay, so maybe it's like we're gonna focus on this band, and then sometime down the road we're gonna focus on this band or this artist. And I was like, oh, that's really, really cool. So I'm not saying we drew the short end of the stick. I like the Stones.
Yeah.
But I was like, I mean, I'm more of a Zeppelin fan, but cool, let's go do this.
Sure.
We sit down, and this is a full-on 360 projector experience. Like, you're looking all over the place.
Like, they're just projecting everything on the walls. They have the sound just going. Like, it was a cool experience.
It was amazing.
I loved it.
And yeah, you're right. Like, they're going through, and they're like, they kind of explain everything. We're going to talk about the recording studio, with the different parts of the band, the hair, the fans, and I'm like,
The
man,
fashion.
the fashion. I'm like, man, we're really getting into the Rolling Stones. Hell yeah, I'm down with this. And it starts, and there's just different bands and different songs going.
And it's some good music.
It's great music. I'm having a good time
Oh.
singing along. They have like small couches just spread all
Yeah.
over the place where
And you can
people
just like lounge and like watch. Like it was great.
and like you see it's Pink Pony Club and it's Chaperone comes on and Pink Pony Club and they do this whole freaking thing. It's really really cool. It's about 40 minutes into this. I'm having the time of my life.
It's an hour-long presentation.
I'm having the time of my freaking life. I was like, this is great. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, man, they have not played any Rolling Stones. And then it was about the time when I registered, they were talking about an article from the magazine Rolling Stone that I looked over at Rose. I'm like, this isn't about the Stones, is it?
I died laughing.
It's about the magazine. I was like, that makes more sense. I'm like, man, we had some Chaperone going. We had like Black Betty. We literally had so many different bands, so different artists just singing. I was like, this is great.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
it's great music. Chaperone is fantastic.
I love Chaperone. Yeah, I was like, where is the Stones? Where's the Rolling Stones? Like, I was like, I think they may have played like a snippet of Satisfaction. I was like, that can't be it, right? That really can't be it. And then I was like, oh, we're talking about the damn magazine. Yeah, that makes so much more sense. It was about the time like Fans when they started bringing Taylor, and I was like, I may have miscalculated, misread what I signed up for. A positive thing. I love this is one of my favorite things I've ever experienced, to be honest with you. But just because it was one of those, I was expecting one thing. I got an entirely different experience, and it was so much better.
So, Danny, here's the thing. You're saying don't let John plan, but here's the thing. I knew what we were getting into with this. I figured it was going to be a good time.
Oh, sure, I probably am, 100%.
And second, instead of getting Indian tacos, we got some of the best food in Vegas. So, like, John may not quite understand the details of what he's planning, but it will be an adventure. You will get a story out of it, and it'll probably be a good time.
Say yes to adventure. That's exactly what I did the entire time I was in Vegas.
Like, honestly, of the things that John has been in charge of, I think that I have not enjoyed 5 to 10% of the things. And even that, I think is high.
5 to 10%
Yeah.
of the things that I'm playing. I was like,
Yeah.
this sucks balls.
Yeah.
At least it wasn't as bad.
Which one? Oh, God, which one?
Zach and Leanne. At least it wasn't as bad as that.
Oh.
I got another story for you.
I consent to a John Plan day in Denver.
But it like fully, you all laugh. It's great. I actually had a
Yeah.
great time. It's one of the funnier things I've ever done in my
Yeah.
life. Like, shit, I don't think this is about the Rolling Stones. Especially with
And like he was so serious about it when he turned to me and was just like, I don't think this is about the Rolling Stones. And I was just like, what? Duh!
And it was about the time, like, it might have been right around or right before Pink Pony Club started playing. And I'm like, and they went out. And I'm like, this is
It was so good.
so cool.
Like, they'd put stuff on the ceiling, on the floor. Like, it was fantastic.
Yeah, like they had everything going. And it just never occurred to me. Like first 5 minutes, I was like, man, we're playing a lot of music from that's not Rolling Stones. I'm sure we'll get into it. And then I think I got so entranced by what was happening and just how awesome it was that I never fully went to like the back of my mind holding on going, where the shit is the Rolling Stones at? And then finally when I think the connector came back into play when they finally said the Rolling Stone magazine.
Yeah.
And my mind goes, you dumbass. You absolute dumbass. And I was like, I have to accept this. I got to fall on the sword because this is what's adventure's about. You might not have planned it out perfectly in your head, but you know what? We had a good time, a better time than I was even anticipating. Because I'll be honest.
No, this was better than Meow Wolf.
Oh, this is 100% better than Meow Wolf. But then honestly, too, again, I like the Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
Not my favorite band that I would have actually paid money to do this for.
No, but like it was included in, and we were both just like, we need to waste some time because we were waiting for our John Wick experience. So, sure.
Yeah, this was, I highly suggest, like, of anything, if this tours,
Oh,
You need to go see
I would
it. It
love
was
to see this again.
seriously one of the coolest experiences.
Like, this has made me actually want to go to those art experiences, like the Van Gogh experience and stuff like that.
So,
Yeah.
it was good times. This
It's
was
okay.
this is my favorite.
Again, I had some idea of what we were getting into. I at least knew that it was variety. So I wasn't going to be like,
You're not going
oh,
to yuck
it's
my
just
yums.
I would, you know, if it had been just the Rolling Stones, I would have been like, really? Because, like, that's not your favorite band.
Really not. Led Zeppelin? Oh, I'll 100%
Sure.
jump on a Zeppelin.
Sure.
Hell
But
yeah.
yeah, it was just funny. And then we did the John Wick experience. So this was like a guided escape room. They didn't let us take pictures inside at all, which
We
is fair.
wouldn't have even had time.
No.
It was a full-on mad blitz. Like,
No, like I've seen some of the TikTokers who get permission to go through, and one of the girls is the one that we had. So I was just like,
nice.
that's so cool.
Okay, that's cool.
But yeah, they have cast members in the various rooms, and they're just like all set up. This is the Continental Las Vegas. Like, it's very much its own thing. And it's not trying to be like the Continental New York, but it is very much
And you could feel it's in the world of John Wick.
yeah.
Speaking of which, he's coming back for John Wick 5.
Oh my god.
I don't know how you're going to pull that off, but John Wick 5
I hope he
is
has fewer stairs to fall down.
I hope he does too.
But yeah, this was basically like a guided escape room.
It was awesome. I had a
So
lot of fun with this.
If you ever have the chance, definitely go. Like, I don't want to say too much because I don't want to ruin it if you ever go.
That was a delicious mocktail, by the way.
This was the beginning. This was the end.
Yeah.
And we got mocktails there too.
That was so good. I got to
They
figure
were
out how
so
to make
good.
that.
Yeah. I don't remember what all was in it.
I took a picture.
Okay. Oh, and then we went back to our hotel, got some pizza. Yes, that is pizza too. I had one of my coworkers was confused what the square was.
Yeah, that's pizza.
But yeah, this is our hotel room. The view out. Excuse me, the view outside, and I was just like, let's just make us a feature.
Yep.
So yeah.
Good times.
Then John's conference started, and he got to be there in person and see Trevor Noah.
Hell yeah.
And I watched from the hotel room because my foot hurt, and I got to just sit there and play my ally and do whatever.
Yep.
It was good times.
Vegas.
Yeah.
It was
It's
expensive.
Vegas, baby. Oh my god, it was so expensive.
What am I looking for?
I don't know.
I don't know what I'm looking for. Is it this one? It is that one. Yes. You all got slides. See you later. No,
I don't know if that's what you signed up for, but
No, it was cool because we don't do vacations. Like,
yeah.
CouchCapades takes up a lot of our time,
Yes.
and we've always
It's basically we run it like a second job.
yeah. It's always a priority for us.
Yeah.
Oh, Danny,
oh,
right.
thank you, Danny. I thought it was just us.
Okay, let Uncle John go down a freaking rabbit hole and just bitch and complain real fast. You all love this. We all love queso, right? Everyone,
Oh
raise your
my
hand. You love
God.
queso, yes?
I'm still sad that we did not get a picture of this.
Yeah, we
to
should've got a
show
picture.
how bad it was.
Even bottled water is expensive. You're 100%
Yeah.
right, Woozy. All right, we all love queso. We all love nachos. Or even if you don't, you understand what nachos are. You get
Yeah.
chips. You get meat.
Queso.
You get
Deviant. What is that spelling?
cheese. Oh, no, you bought yogurt. Okay, we'll
Oh
have to get on that one
no,
in just
we'll
a
get
second.
there.
And you get some toppings, and you get
Also,
like
start typing.
and you get just melted, gooey, yummy cheese. Yeah, what is queso? Who is queso? And you get that. That's delicious, right? That's absolutely fantastic. We make queso all the time. Oh, he's a stream. Oh,
Ah, yeah, I can't help you there.
not that queso. Actual food queso.
Yes.
Unless he's yummy, I don't know.
Let's not find out.
But we went. Every hotel kind of has a steakhouse, a
Pizza place. And an Italian.
an Italian place, and then there's usually like a weird food court.
Yeah.
We went to the food court one night.
Yeah.
We just needed some food. And I was like, oh, well, there's this taco place. Let's judge harshly the tacos.
Sure.
Because we
Why
love
not?
tacos. And
We decided to get nachos.
we got nachos.
'Cause
we wanted to share, but
we
it
were
was
both
later.
just like, we just want to share. We saw that the nachos were $25. These are not fancy nachos. These are just like Not what we signed up for. But we knew that they were not fancy going in. And we were like, okay, everything's more expensive in Vegas. We'll just share the nachos. It's fine.
I thought they were more expensive. It had to be that
Oh,
bottled
on
water.
the menu, it was like $26. It might have been more because we threw stuff on there. Chicken.
Yeah,
we put chicken on the
there.
nachos.
But they just melted cheese. They took a handful of cheese, melted it, and then sent it through.
They just threw on the cheese, sent it through the warmer, and that was it. Like, there was no attempt at putting queso on this. Like,
there was no queso.
Yeah, there was no queso.
There was no queso
at this
on
taco
this.
place.
And we got the water, and Woozy's right. Water was like $7 for
Yeah.
smaller than this.
Yeah. Had some yogurt parfait down in the patisserie. It was $12. That was watered down and only had 3 blueberries. Oh yeah, like from the nachos, we were just like, okay, there's a Haagen-Dazs right next to it. We're kind of in the mood for some ice cream. Do you remember how much the nachos ended up being?
All in all, nachos, 2 waters, and a tip was about $47.
Yeah. And then we went to the Haagen-Dazs right next door to it for dessert. We got 2 smalls. Small cup. And that shit was $25.
Yup.
And I'm just there like, this should be like 12, maybe 15, maybe.
Like, yeah, it was a small cup, $20 plus tip.
Yeah.
It was.
And there's tips everywhere in Vegas.
It was insane.
The only thing that was reasonably priced were the lift.
Yeah, the lifts were okay. The lifts and the ride shares, they were fine.
Yeah.
And then El Jefe was, what you saw there was about $24.
Normal priced.
And I tipped like 25% because I was like, dog, I'll tip you more because it's just a normal priced meal.
Oh, seriously. Yeah, Lyft was so much cheaper than Uber.
Oh, it was.
Yeah. Place of lost wages for a reason.
Oh my God, Lucy,
Seriously.
it was insane. Like, we went to that pizza that we got was about $50.
Yeah.
Those 3 slices that you saw was $50.
Yeah, we didn't even get a drink there.
No. Like, what saved us, honestly, was we ordered Target.
Yeah. So
We had
the little kitchenette.
Yeah.
And we knew that we would prefer to eat in the mornings. And we knew that I did not want to go anywhere for lunch if I could avoid it on the days that John had his conference.
So, yeah, we ordered groceries.
Yeah.
And
We ordered some Target.
Yeah.
And we got groceries for the week. We got some water to put in the little fridge. Like,
It was
guys,
insane.
find a place that has a little kitchenette if you're in Vegas. Stay at the MGM Signature. They have Airbnb. Like, seriously, the Aria was going to be $2,200.
It was $2,200. I'll put it all there. Yeah. $2,200 is what we're going to
Yeah.
call it.
And when they didn't have the room that we had first reserved, we were both just like, okay, let's see what else is out here. I went on Airbnb because I'm cheap.
I would have never thought to do that.
And I was just like, okay, here's this place. It's set back from the strip. This is $700.
Yeah.
Let's stay there.
Yeah, it was one of those
because
things.
almost anything that you spend in Ubers is
Still
still going to be so much cheaper.
Yeah, I think daily, my Uber and Lyft ride, when I'd go to the conference, I'd come back, and then I'd go back out.
It was like
$35, maybe
Yeah.
$40. I just was
Yeah.
like, the hotel we were going to stay at was called the Aria,
Yeah.
and then we ended up staying at the
MGM Signature.
Yeah. So we
Yeah.
ended up
Or
staying
Signature
there.
at MGM.
Yeah, I think it's the
Those
Signature
words.
at MGM.
Yeah.
And yeah, it
But yeah,
was
it's like it's set back from the strip. It's got a tunnel that connects to the MGM Grand, and the MGM Grand is as expensive as the Aria.
yeah, it's on the strip and all that stuff. So
Yeah.
literally a block away from the strip, and you're saving thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
It was just so fun. Like, I was
insane.
flabbergasted by the
Yeah.
prices. As someone like prices are going up. Let's just
Yeah.
say that. But it's one of those like, oh my God, like it
Yeah.
was true highway
And-
robbery.
And plus, like, I looked at room room tours of the Aria online because I was just like, okay, I'm probably going to be in this room by myself for like 3 days. Let me see what I'm getting myself into. It's this tiny little room. Like, it's just
It's
bed.
about the size of this couch.
Yeah.
Not even the lounge, because I include the lounge because we stream from that side. It's probably where this couch is forward, and that's maybe...
The room that we got was this entire room.
Yeah.
And it had a jacuzzi tub.
And it had a jacuzzi tub.
Oh, tourism in Vegas is down 70%?
I can see why.
So prices are rising? Look, if this conference was in Vegas again next year, I would probably be like, nah.
No, if it was in Vegas again next year, I'd be like, nah, I don't need to do that.
We don't need this.
Like, as long as it wasn't in Vegas, I was really hoping for San Francisco because I'd 100% go. Denver's still cool.
Yeah.
I'm down with doing Denver.
I do want to go back to Denver now that I'm an adult and can actually remember things.
Yeah. And we're going at a time that I hope the Rockies are playing because I just want to go watch.
They should be.
Well, if
they're in home.
Yeah, if they're home. Because I'd love to go watch a Rockies game at Coors Field. That's my bucket list thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel Vegas was a one-time thing. Yeah, it's one of those where if the opportunity comes up again, sure, I'd probably go again.
But it's not on my list to go.
Yeah.
There's so many other things. It's really funny. My boss's boss, like, he was asking me when we were having dinner, and I was like, yeah, first time in Vegas. He goes, what you think? And I was like, it's fine. He goes, so where else would you rather go? And I actually started saying, well, Rose is a French teacher. She spent a year in France studying, or was a French teacher. He spent a year in France, and that's someplace I really want to take her. And he just kind of looked at me. He goes, I'm going to pester you now. I'm going to keep track of you to make sure you get that taken care of so when you go to France. And I was like, dude. Him and I got this.
We'll get there.
What's
up, Frankinator?
So again, Hawaii is probably a one-time thing for me.
Yeah.
I want to say I went.
It's one of those. Hawaii is also on the bucket list, and I don't know if it was above or below Vegas.
I think
it was a little above.
I think it was above Vegas for me.
But it was low.
Yeah, both boss men were looking out for you, and then the boss men of the company.
It's so funny to me how many people were worried about me, and I'm just there like, guys, I'm fine.
It was one of the funnier things that wait, you brought your wife?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where is she? And I'm like, at the hotel,
chilling.
dog.
She's trying to let her foot rest.
Yeah. FNAF 2 teaser drop. Okay. All right. We'll have to take a look at that when we're done stream. Hell yeah. Is Pearl Harbor on the... Well, yeah.
I mean, if we're going to Hawaii, then yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Of course.
Like, I'd love to see all the historic places.
Yeah.
And do all that stuff. Like,
I know, Danny. I love you too.
I'll wait on Switch 2, by the way. I understand.
That's
a lot
fair.
of people are going to wait on Switch 2. I have a problem, and I need it, so I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it at midnight. And for all I know, first off, yes, I'm going to be taking off that Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday because we're also going to be doing E3 or Summer Game Fest. But for all I know, you guys are going to get like a weird midnight stream of CouchCapades. We're going to unbox this bitch right on live.
I don't even know, man.
And I'm going to have to plug it all up, and we're going to test it out.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Vegas, fun. Do it once. Have fun with it.
Sure.
Save like $4,000 just so you can stay there. And the food is okay.
Yeah.
But do as Uncle John Nate Rose do. Go off the beaten path. Say yes to adventure. Go off the beaten path. You'll find a lot more cheaper, probably better tasting things.
Yeah. Most of the food that we had on the strip was bland.
Yes.
I think the pizza was the best that we had on the strip.
Yep. I think so too. Even the French restaurant that we went to.
Yeah, it was fine.
It was fine.
The fries could have been better seasoned.
It was $125, guys.
My God, it was everything.
That was our first meal. It was like
everything.
Well, that's gonna set the tone for this trip. Here you go.
Seriously, didn't help that we got the caviar eggs,
yeah.
but
they cater to drunk folks. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's like we don't gamble, we don't really drink, so it
and
wasn't.
That's the thing. Like I kept on pointing out, just the strip is made for tourists, people from out of town, from around the world. They have to keep it kind of bland, so that everybody can eat there. Mm-hmm. But yes, worth going once.
Do it. Have fun with it.
Yeah.
Do everything you can.
Yeah. And that's why we went to the Sphere and why we made sure to hit up the Meow Wolf and
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of those things. Frank I don't blame you. I don't think anyone's really going to be using that C button. Well, actually, I take that back. It wouldn't be too bad if we like
Betsy and Deviant are going to be
Betsy and
using.
David, and then I could see like, hey, I really need help with this. Can someone help me in the Discord? And one of us can jump in and like, oh yeah, we can help you out with that. But yeah, I long story short, Vegas fun. Do it again. Do it. Don't do it again.
Nah.
Switch 2 is going to be awesome. I would rather spend $500 right now because goddamn, $80 for Mario Kart World. Woo! That's insane. So,
I don't know, man.
yes, Woozy, I did. I registered for the Switch 2 for Nintendo, and then I'm going to try and possibly get one at Best Buy because they're going to have midnight openings. Because Nintendo said they weren't guaranteeing that you're going to get it on launch day.
So we're going to try for some other stuff.
Yeah, I'm going to see if I can get it at midnight. Because Best Buy said they're going to be open at midnight, so I might do it that way.
And, like, I am holding off on the Switch 2 for now.
Yeah.
I'll get my own copy when there's a few more games, first-party games for me. And I'm going to try and hold out for a special edition.
So.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. John's crazy.
Yes.
John needs the tech. John likes the tech.
Yes.
This is what John does.
John makes the bucks to buy the tech.
I do. We'll just leave it at that on that one. All right. Well, we got to go do more 10th anniversary stuff. You guys are not ready.
It's going to be so much fun.
We will be back next Wednesday.
Yes.
And then probably off the following Wednesday because that's going to be the 10th anniversary week, and I'm going to need all the prep time I can possibly muster. I'm just telling Danny right now I'm probably going to take a day off sometime next week just so I can do more of this stuff.
Oh, Danny doesn't care.
Yeah, she doesn't care. Woozy, I agree.
Yeah.
I wish that was actually the Wii U version that we got, not that weird Nintendo Switch thing. That's very odd. More Split Fiction, more Ocarina.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Yes.
And then we're doing that next week as well. We'll get there. I'm not too worried about that. But you guys are the absolute best. I don't care. Take more time off.
We love you
I do
guys.
need to take more time off, but I'm trying to make
Thank
something
you for
happen.
telling him.
Trying to make something happen, Danny. We do it on a Friday. You guys are the best. We love you. We will see you later. Bye.
Bye.